You are listening to Fettuccini Fiasco, Book 3 of the Jade Sommer Series. Written by Nicolette Pierce. Copyright 2021. Audio copyright 2025 by Pierced Heart Publishing. Digitally narrated with full cast of voices. Chapter 12. Are you sure you want to do this? I asked Mila as she tightened the helmet strap, causing her short hair to spike around her neck.
Don't worry, no one is going to bother with me. I'm a lowly employee.
You're not a lowly employee.
The company doesn't know that, so stay here and I'll do deliveries. It's what Logan wanted anyway.
I raised a brow. How do you know that?
Other than it's obvious, I might have heard a little of your conversation last night. Pretending to still be mad at each other is going to make for some serious sizzle later. I'm nearly jealous enough to pick a fight with your brother, but it takes two to sizzle, and he's all about Lily right now.
Sorry. There was no point in denying it. 2 minutes ago, we watched as Ross cleaned a flour smudge off Lily's nose while she blushed. Lingering eye contact followed along with serious chemistry. I had been surprised Lily showed up for her shift tonight, but now I know why she did. Mila shrugged.
He's not the first guy I've chased into someone else's arms.
You'll find the right guy, someone who can handle being with a strong woman. She snorted.
I think you got the only guy on the planet like that.
He's not the only one. Be careful tonight. I'm afraid of backlash.
I'll be careful.
I hoped she was. Even though the restaurant was back up and running, it didn't give me much confidence. While Vito had pulled his grandson from the restaurant, that didn't mean Carlo was finished with us. That rotten meat, while childish, could have been the beginning of his revenge. As I walked to the front door and unlocked it, I wondered who would come through the doors. Would it be our regular diners, or would it be mobsters? I was relieved to see Uncle Sal come in first, followed by Frank. Uncle Sal forewent his favorite table in the corner and sat at the table closest to the door instead. The reason for the change wasn't lost on me. I knew what he was up to. "What can I get you both?" I asked.
"Just water and coffee,"
Uncle Sal said. I glanced at Uncle Frank.
Same.
So, not only were they going to guard the door, they were laying off the booze to keep sharp. It made me wonder if Uncle Sal knew something. After I retrieved the water and coffee, I asked, "What have you heard?"
"Nothing for you to worry about. We're having a friendly cup of coffee."
Frank frowned as he sipped from his cup. Obviously, this was Sal's idea. Frank would much rather have a beer in a location his soon-to-be ex-wife didn't store her knives. A beacon of yellow hair bobbed past the window. The door opened a moment later. Nana walked in with Landon. She eyed Sal and Frank. As she passed, she gave them an exaggerated wink, and then settled at a table near the window. Landon sat across from her and watched as she pulled out a taser from her purse and placed it on the side of the table closest to the window. She then pulled out socks and tossed them to Landon. While I tried to figure out the sock thing, she then pulled out a spiked collar. I hurried over. "Nana, what are you doing?"
"Making sure people know whose territory this is. Any thugs watching will think twice before coming in here."
When Landon slipped the socks onto his arms, I realized they were tattoo sleeves. He now had instant tattoos, and Nana donned the collar. She handed me her phone.
"Take a picture. I want to show the girls back at the ranch."
I took the phone and stepped back to get them both in the picture.
"Give the camera a scowl, Landon,"
she said. When they both looked mildly terrifying, I snapped a picture and returned the phone. "Do you want to order?" I asked. She nodded.
"It will look more convincing than what Sal and Frank are doing."
"Nana?"
I turned to find Ross stalled at the kitchen door. His eye twitched as he looked at his collared grandma.
Jade, I need to see you in the kitchen.
he said and withdrew. Nana snorted.
It was always the easiest to rile.
With a sigh, I followed Ross into the kitchen to find him already pacing between the prep table and the office. Lily eyed him as he dragged a hand through his hair. She continued to prep vegetables but raised a brow at me. As soon as Ross saw me, he asked,
What in the hell is she doing?
Since she put on the collar, I assume she's our guard dog.
Jade, this isn't funny.
I leaned against the side counter. I didn't say it was, but it's not like you can stop Nana.
She'll scare away customers.
I don't think she'll scare them away. Maybe make them a little uncomfortable.
And why is he here? They've got a weird relationship, and I don't like it. He's taking advantage of her.
I smirked. She made Lan put on tattoo sleeves. It's more likely that she's taking advantage of him.
Lan's here?
Lily set down the knife and hurried to the door to peek out. When she saw it was him, she pushed out the door.
I don't like him.
Ross said once Lily was out of earshot.
I don't like that he's been living at Nana's.
He was only there because he was hiding from the blood dragons. No one would look for him there. And now I think Nana enjoys having him around. They're good together.
Good together? She's 3 times older than him.
It's not like they're sleeping together, and I think she has a positive influence on him.
She's sitting out there in a dog collar. How is that a positive influence?
He'd never hang out here if it wasn't for her.
He's a lowlife and always will be. And when he gets in trouble again, he's going to take Nana down with him.
A gasp caught my attention. I looked over to find Lily at the door, her eyes wet with forming tears.
I didn't mean it to sound like that.
Ross quickly said. But Lily was already out the door. Ross pushed through the door to follow her. I peeked out to watch as he raced out the front. The motley crew of diners eyed the door that swung closed after Ross and then over at me. I shrugged and ducked back into the kitchen to find Mila jauntily dangling her helmet and smirking.
Looks like I might have another shot with Ross.
If you want to be a part of that disaster, go for it, I said. I'm staying out of it. A strangled yelp from the pantry had Mila and me racing over to find Aunt Dot jumping from one foot to the other. I didn't have to ask her what the problem was. The dozens of scurrying roaches made it clear. Mila squealed and dashed out the back door.
Do something! Squash them!
Aunt Dot ordered as she continued to jump up and down. If she aimed her feet better, she could be the one to squash them. But I was pretty sure fear wasn't allowing her feet to do more than a Scooby-Doo dance. Mom walked in through the back door, tying her apron.
Mila told me not to come in here, that there's a plague.
Aunt Dot screeched as a roach climbed up her pants. As soon as Mom realized what was happening, she grabbed a pot from the line and joined in on the battle. I supposed I should have joined in too, but there was no way 3 of us would fit in the space. With Mom batting at everything in sight, and Aunt Dot flailing as a roach climbed her like a skyscraper, there wasn't much I could do.
What is going on?
Logan asked.
I heard screaming from the alley, and Mila said there's a plague.
What were you doing in the alley? I asked.
Rounds.
Don't you have a job?
This is my job.
Must be entertaining.
Right now, yes.
I grinned at him.
How did this happen?
I shrugged. The hazards of having food, I suppose.
I keep a clean restaurant.
Aunt Dot snapped.
Never once had a roach problem. I bet these roaches were planted by that no-good mob.
Mom smacked the pot on the shelf as a roach scuttled by. I heard the crack of the old wood as it gave way. The shelf of seasonings and flour crashed down, littering the floor in powder.
Close the restaurant. We're done.
Logan went to help Mom and Aunt Dot while I returned to the dining room to let everyone know we were closing. It was then that I got a text. 7:30 at 411. That gave me about 2 hours to find somewhere to hide, and everyone here would be gone by then. It made me appreciate the roach infestation. We're closing the restaurant, I said as I walked to the door to flip the sign.
What happened?
Nana asked. Roach infestation, I said, and a tragic loss of seasonings.
I guess we'll call it a night. We got some things to do anyway.
Landon pulled off his sleeves, but Nana didn't take off the collar. Aren't you going to take that off? I asked as she packed up her taser. She grinned.
Not with the plans I got for tonight.
It was on the tip of my tongue to ask what the plans were, but I decided against it. Some things I was better off not knowing. As soon as they all filed out through the door, I peeked out to see if Ross and Lily were near. Since I didn't see them, I locked the door and turned off the dining room lights. When I returned to the kitchen, I found Mom and Aunt Dot leaning against the counter as they caught their breaths. The pantry door was closed, and Logan was talking on his phone.
We're going to have to toss everything,
Aunt Dot said.
We might have to shut down for a couple more days to get this place back to rights.
That was both bad news and good news. I'd take it as a win for right now.
You found her?
Logan asked.
Is she okay?
Was he talking about Avery?
No, I'll be right there. Thank you.
He ended the call and glanced at me. He gestured for me to follow him. Mom and Aunt Dot were too busy planning a mass extermination for them to witness me follow Logan outside. When I shut the door, he said,
I have a lead on Avery. I'm going to be gone for a little bit. Are you going to be okay?
I nodded. I'll be fine. Are you going to be fine?
It would take more than a search for a missing person to take me out.
He glanced back at the vacant alley before leaning in.
Because when this is done, you and I are going to need one-on-one time.
I quirked a brow. I don't know. I wouldn't want to rush into anything. He smirked and was about to say something when we heard footsteps. He backed away as Ross rounded the sidewalk and entered the alley.
We'll continue this later,
Logan said. As he walked past Ross, he snapped.
Talk some sense into your thick-headed sister.
Oh, he was going to pay for that later, and I had plenty of ideas on how to make him suffer. Ross stopped by me.
I was gone for 2 minutes. How the hell did you piss off Logan again? And why is the restaurant closed?
Logan needs a chill pill, and we have roaches. Where's Lily? Ross pushed past me. Apparently, roaches won for the most important. I followed him inside as he conferred with Mom and Aunt Dot. Mila was at my side.
So much juiciness going on. Shall we head home for a gossip session?
I shook my head. How about we go out? It's not like we get many nights free. Plus, we wouldn't be home for company backlash when I didn't show up to fight.
Love it. But we need to go home and change first. I refuse to wear this polo shirt for longer than I need to.
We'd have plenty of time to get in and out of the apartment without the company breathing down my neck. Hopefully. But what would tomorrow bring? I wished I had told Logan about the text before he left.